Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I save money on hand soap and body wash shampoo in general. Now, my son has very sensitive skin and eczema, and this is the only shampoo that he can tolerate. Unfortunately, it's about $10 a bottle. So what I do is I found this soft soap foaming hand wash in the kids section. It had SpongeBob on it, but I'm not a big fan of SpongeBob, so I'm going to take that label off. But I left it on halfway so that I could show you that I had labeled it. Do not throw away when empty, because unless you're the only person living in your house, odds are other people are going to be using it as hand soap, and you don't want them to throw it away because you want to reuse it, obviously. Now, in order to do that, I found this handy little item. It's Post-it tape, and basically it's a roll of tape that you can write on. It's really, really handy for little things that you want to just make quick labels for. Nothing fancy or pretty, but just as a temporary solution to whatever project you're working on at the time. Okay, now also I have this item over here, which I purchased on Amazon for $15. It does the same thing, and it has lines on it where it shows you how much hand soap to put in and then where to fill it with water. Now, this item, it's okay, but it doesn't really, it's not really necessary in my opinion. I mean, I bought it, so I have it and I use it, obviously, and it's slightly more attractive, of course. But really, for the most part, all you need to do is buy a foaming hand soap dispenser and it will accomplish the same thing. Okay, so what I do is, I personally think that 1 to 10 is a good ratio. In other words, 1 part soap or shampoo or whatever it is to 10 parts, 9 parts water, however you want to say it. So I usually just guesstimate. I'll basically about cover the bottom. And I think that's good enough because, as we all know, little kids don't really like having their hair rinsed. So by doing this, it also gives you the advantage of not having to rinse their hair as many times in order to get the soap out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to fill it almost to the top with lukewarm water. Okay, some soap suds on top, but it's no big deal. We'll just rinse those off the outside. Just put the top back on and just turn it upside down a few times and right side back up. You don't want to shake it because that's going to make a bunch of bubbles and you don't want that. So yeah, I'm just going to rinse off these outside bubbles. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the rest of this label. And I had bought waterproof labels from Amazon. I'm going to figure out a nice design, where I can write on there Luke's shampoo so everyone will know what it is. And it'll be a little more attractive to look at than a half ripped off SpongeBob face. But basically, yeah, that's all you need. The only advantage to this item is that it comes with a suction cup on the bottom, which keeps it from tipping over. So if you push it on the counter, yeah, it doesn't fall over, which can come in handy if you have little kids that you're teaching them how to wash their hands on their own. But like I said, otherwise, spending $15, $20 on this is just not necessary. Alrighty, so I hope that comes in handy and helpful for some of you. If you have any comments, leave them below and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, thanks again.